This is an earthquake warning. The United States Geological Survey has issued an earthquake warning for the following counties: Clallam County in northwest Washington, Jefferson County in northwest Washington, Grays Harbor County in southwest Washington, Pacific County in southwest Washington, Mason County in west central Washington, Thurston County in west central Washington, Pierce County in west central Washington, King County in west central Washington, Kitsap County in west central Washington, Clatsop County in northwest Oregon, Tillamook County in northwest Oregon, Lincoln County in central coastal Oregon, Lane County in central coastal Oregon, Douglas County in southwest Oregon, Coos County in southwest Oregon, Curry County in southwest Oregon, Washington County in northwest Oregon, Multnomah County in northwest Oregon, and Clackamas County in northwest Oregon. At 9:18 a.m., the United States Geological Survey workers have detected a major earthquake forming approximately 70 miles off the Oregon coastline. This earthquake has been measured at a magnitude 8.2. The earthquake is a megathrust event occurring on the Cascadia subduction zone. Strong and prolonged shaking will shortly begin across coastal Washington, Oregon, and northern California. Significant damage is likely in affected areas. Residents closer to the epicenter will feel shaking earlier. Shaking may have already begun in your area. If you are
Earthquake warning's been confirmed. The earthquake itself has pretty much elapsed in Seattle, but aftershocks are already hitting across the entire Pacific coastline.
Cascadia subduction zone. Isn't that the kind of fault that could, say, displace the seafloor?
Well, let's see. The models we have so far show several meters of uplift on the trench.
Fucking hell, that's not just shaking then. It's tsunami potential, maybe? Get the buoy data readings.
Yeah, let me pull it up. A ton of buoys are showing abnormal pressure changes. Fuck, you were right. This is 100% tsunami potential.
Okay, that's all the proof we need. Alert NWS of a tsunami watch. We'll upgrade it to a warning if we have confirmation. We should hold off on evacuation right now, since aftershocks are still occurring.
I'll be damned. This is so much worse than we initially thought.
Here today, at 9:18 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a colossal earthquake erupted about 70 miles off the Oregon coastline, according to the United States Geological Survey, causing severe damage to infrastructure that could reach into the billions. At the moment, aftershocks are ongoing, with cities such as Seattle and Portland reporting hundreds of missing people. The death toll caused by the earthquake has already been confirmed at an alarming 148 individuals, and this number is only projected to rise. Even more damning, the USGS has put out a tsunami watch for the entire Pacific coastline, urging people to prepare to evacuate or seek higher ground should waves appear. Said waves could reach up to over 100 feet high in certain areas, according to USGS experts, though at the moment, this is still unknown.
And improved navigation that make it easier to organize, inform, and plan your day, your week, and more. It's more local.
How should I dress the kids for the bus stop?
The new layout lets you see the virtual weather right out your window. Your current conditions and local radar, up top and organized. There are even dynamic backgrounds that match your local weather.
I wonder if it'll rain on my workout.
Check out your hourly page for the True Point rain clock.
Weather Service Tsunami Warning Center in Palmer, Alaska, has issued a Tsunami Watch for the counties of Clallam County of Western Washington, Jefferson County of Western Washington, Grays Harbor County of Western Washington, Pacific County of Western Washington, Clatsop County of Western Oregon, Tillamook County of Western Oregon, Lincoln County of Western Oregon, Lane County of Western Oregon, Douglas County of Western Oregon, Coos County of Western Oregon, and Curry County of Western Oregon, until 11 a.m. At 9:18 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a major earthquake occurred off the coast of the Pacific Northwest, causing strong shaking and tremors across coastal cities on the Pacific seaboard. At this time, tsunami waves have not been confirmed. However, the earthquake that occurred was large enough to potentially generate a large tsunami that could impact the entire Pacific seaboard, with waves projected to reach up to 80 feet high in certain areas. A tsunami watch means that a tsunami is possible. Residents in affected areas should prepare to move to higher ground if a warning is issued. Stay tuned to trusted media outlets, such as the Weather Channel or No Weather Radio. Further information will be provided in later messages as information becomes available. Repeat, a tsunami watch is in effect for the coastal areas of Washington and Oregon.
The following message is transmitted at the request of various civil authorities within the states of Washington, Oregon, and California. The 8.2 magnitude earthquake that occurred 70 miles off the shore of Oregon has caused catastrophic infrastructure damage across the entire Pacific seaboard from British Columbia to Northern California. Dangerous aftershocks are also still occurring. Do not think an earthquake has ended if it stops shaking. At the moment, the situation is extremely unstable. Evacuation is highly unsafe due to the threat of aftershocks. You are urged to not attempt to evacuate your area if your area is under an earthquake warning, especially if there are currently tremors in your area, as this may pose a high risk of bodily harm and possibly death. If shaking begins in your area, drop, stop, and cover. If you are not indoors, stay outdoors. A tsunami forming is highly likely at the moment. If your area has been put under a tsunami watch, be prepared to move to higher ground. Do not attempt to use your telephone. Landlines have been overwhelmed with a high call volume and may not work, and should be left open for emergency purposes. 911 call centers have been strongly affected by the earthquake and may also not respond. If you need medical attention, please call your local police or fire department. Power outages are also occurring across the entire Pacific seaboard, especially in areas affected most by the earthquake. Stay tuned for further information by listening to Weather Radio or trusted media outlets.
action is required to protect lives and property. A tsunami is a series of long ocean waves. Each individual wave crest can last 5 to 15 minutes or more and extensively flood coastal areas. The danger can continue for many hours after the initial wave as subsequent waves arrive. Tsunami wave heights cannot be predicted, and the first wave may not be the largest. Tsunami waves efficiently wrap around islands. All shores are at risk, no matter which direction they face. The trough of a tsunami wave may temporarily expose the seafloor, but the area will quickly flood again. Extremely strong and unusual near-shore currents can accompany a tsunami. Debris picked up and carried by a tsunami amplifies its destructive power. Simultaneous high tide or high surf can significantly increase the tsunami hazard. The estimated arrival time of the first waves to the Seattle coastline is within the next 20 minutes, at approximately 10:58 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The estimated arrival time of the first waves to the Oregon coastline is within the next 20 to 25 minutes, at approximately 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The estimated arrival time of the first waves to the Northern California coastline, should tsunami waves reach the area, will be at approximately 11:04 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All the-lying coastal areas should move immediately to higher ground. All areas in a 15-mile radius of the tsunami watch will be placed under an evacuation order indefinitely. Prepare to leave your household for a prolonged period of time. Bring identification, rations, bottled water, and an extra change of clothes for each person. If you are unable to evacuate for any reason, move to an area with elevated terrain, such as cliffs or mountains. Avoid tall buildings, as the previous earthquake may have destabilized its foundation and structural integrity. You may attempt to contact your local police or fire department or 911 for assistance, though it is not certain that they have enough personnel to aid you. Do not return until officials declare the area safe, which will be delivered in the form of an all-clear message over the NOAA weather radio and emergency alert system. Further updates will be issued as this situation develops. This is a message from the National Weather Service and the National Tsunami Warning Center.
This broadcast originates from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. This is an all-clear message. The tsunami warning is canceled. No further dangerous waves are expected. Residents may return to coastal areas on their own accord. Strong earthquake aftershocks are still to be expected across the areas affected by the earthquake warning. Strong currents may form on coastlines for several hours following this message. Be aware that should you return to what remains of your household, there is no guarantee that further strong aftershocks may not pose a risk to your life. The possibility of aftershocks will last for weeks and possibly months to come. To repeat, this is an all-clear message. The tsunami warning is canceled and residents may return to their households, though the risk of strong aftershocks will persist for weeks or possibly months to come from today. This has been a message from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Remain tuned to local news outlets for more information.
Civil emergency message for Multnomah County and surrounding. This broadcast originates from the Portland Bureau of Emergency Management in conjunction with various other municipal-level civil authorities in different counties. The Portland metropolitan area and nearby counties are facing severely hazardous conditions. Due to the recent tsunami that occurred, Portland and surrounding areas have sustained major damage to infrastructure. Road conditions are treacherous and highly unfavorable. Flooding, landslides, and debris have made major interstates and highways impassable. Major coastal cities like Newport and Toledo remain under an evacuation order due to the severe damage incurred there, and hence, routes leading to said coastal counties may be blockaded or closed off. Power outages are extremely common across the state, with major power and energy plants incurring heavy damage from the earthquake and following tsunami. 911 call centers may be inaccessible at this time. Contaminated water supplies have been reported across various cities. Check trusted media outlets or tune to the NOAA weather radio to check if your area is under a boil water advisory. All residents should shelter in place at the time being if you are within the county, and avoid all road travel under authorities declared safe. If you are in need of rations or financial support, please contact the Federal Emergency Management Agency at their website, www.fema.gov/crisis mitigation.